Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to use your beauty blender, and I just got mine a couple weeks ago and I am in love with it. I think it's so awesome and I'm so happy I finally invested in it. And it's not really necessarily a splurge item, but it's not something you would, I guess, spend like 20 bucks on a sponge every day. But it is so worth it, and I'm going to show you guys how to do foundation, under eye concealer, acne concealing, and setting your whole face and powder, all with this little sponge. And it's just awesome because it doesn't leave your face streaky or anything like that. Get right on into it, and I will show you guys how to use your beauty blender. Keep watching. What you're going to do is just turn on your faucet, your sink, in your bathroom, kitchen, wherever. And you're going to want to take your beauty blender, and I'm just going to turn it on. Doesn't matter what temperature it is. I usually just do warm. So I'm just going to turn it on, put it under, and I'm just going to squeeze, 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 squeeze while it's running under the water. And this is just going to allow it to like expand in your hand, and it's just going to get it nice and wet, and you'll feel it expand in your hand. So just keep squeezing it, and that should be good enough. So then you're just going to want to wring the excess water out. So just hold on to it really tight and squeeze it out so it just lets all that excess water out. And then you are left with the sponge, and you could feel that it definitely expanded after you ran it under water, and it's not as small as it was before. So now we're almost ready to go. There's just one more step before we can use it. Okay, so the last thing you need to do to prep your beauty blender is just take it and take a paper towel. Make sure that you do not use a paper towel that has like writing on it, because I did that and it got like the dye from the words all over my beauty blender. So I just have a plain paper towel. I'm going to take it and then wrap it in. So just wrap it in the paper towel and just kind of like squeeze it so you get all that excess water out, and you're left with just a damp sponge. And you can see it's all, wet now, so you got all that excess water out. And just squeezing it one more time. And now we are ready to do our foundation and concealer. So I will see you guys in a second. So once you went to the bathroom and you prepped your beauty blender sponge, we are ready to start doing our foundation. And I'm just going to clip my hair up so it's not like in my face. So let me just clip that back. And I have nothing on. So the first thing I'm going to use with my beauty blender is my Revlon whipped color. No, this isn't. I don't think it's called Colorstay. It is. It's called Colorstay. Revlon Colorstay whipped cream makeup. And what I'm going to do is just take the bottom of the beauty blender, dip it in there, and you kind of have to like dip it far because it's all the way in there. And it's at the bottom of the sponge. So what I'm going to do is just bounce it off of my face like that. So just keep bouncing it and bouncing it. And by the way, if you're wondering, I wear 220 Nude. I could probably go a shade lighter if I really wanted to, but this is the color that I ended up picking out at Ulta. So just bounce, bounce, bounce it off your face. And this is amazing for this particular makeup, like a cream kind of makeup. It also works really great with liquid foundations. With Revlon Colorstay, I think would great, especially if you want to kind of like sheer it out. But I love how natural this makes my skin look. There's no brush strokes or anything like that, and it doesn't look cakey. This beauty blender, okay, I've had the fake ones in the past. I had one from Ulta, which I just threw away yesterday, and I had the Sonia Kashuk one. And I have this one. I just got this a couple weeks ago, and I'm gonna tell you guys, honestly, they do not even compare. Like, the feeling of this is so soft, and the other ones felt so rough on my skin, and they don't like expand like this. It's not the same. So I recommend investing in the beauty blender. I know it's expensive, but in the end, it's worth it. And like, by the time you buy all those imitation ones, you could have already had the real one. So I definitely recommend picking this up. I think I got mine from beauty.com, and like I said, it is a little more expensive. I think it's $19.99, but you could always wait for a sale, or if you have like a gift card or like I know beauty.com always does 20% off, so if you want to do that, that would be great. So again, just bouncing, bouncing, bouncing on my skin. I'm not moving it up and down like that. Bounce lightly on. And because I broke out over here, I'm just going over it again, just to really cover it up. And don't forget to blend down your neck so your foundation doesn't stop like here. I'm going to take my Sarah McNamara Miracle Skin Transformer. I talked about this, I think I talked about this before. It's a really great concealer. It covers and it conceals and treats at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just putting it on the edge of my Beauty Blender, the little tip, and I'm just going to dab it on my lovely pimples. So squeeze it on and dab it on. The thing I like to do is put the concealer on the tip. Hopefully you guys can see this. And I'll put it on like a mark, like that one. And then I'll tap it with the side of the blender. So the tip and then tap it with the side. It kind of just like packs it on. And you can just go over it like that if you want to kind of like blend it all together and have it not look, you know, cakey or anything like that. We are going to move on to our under eye concealer, and this is my favorite thing to do with the Beauty Blender. I have been doing this for the past week, and I just think it's like such a fun way to really get that like concealed look under your eyes. Very like Kim Kardashian-esque, how she has that like really highlighted look to her under eyes. I like that look. I think it's like a really nice look, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So just take your concealer, and I use a shade that's lighter for me, and it is the Select Moisturecover NW15 by MAC. So what I do is get some on your brush, and I will just draw like a line under my eye, and then I will draw a triangle. Just like that. So a triangle of color. I'm actually running out of this, I just realized. Oh no! Okay, so put that under your eye, and then draw that triangle shape. And this is really just going to like highlight and make your skin really pop and look really flawless. Do it here too if you want to highlight your forehead over here. You draw another triangle shape. Look a little crazy. But we're going to blend it in with our Beauty Blender. And I am just going to take it, and it's still damp from when we wet it before. And you're just going to do the same thing we did before and just bounce it on. And it really just creates that really nice highlighted effect. And once you start doing this, you will be like addicted. Like now that I started doing this with the Beauty Blender, I cannot not do it like whenever I do my makeup, because I love the way it looks. So hopefully you guys can see how it kind of just like brightens up the under eye area. And then I'm going to move on to the other side over here and just do the same thing. And you're going to be using that pointy tip, as you can see, because you can really like get in there and just blend out the little crevice under your eye. And then don't forget this up here. Just bounce it in. Oh, sorry, can you see that? Just bounce it on like that. You don't have to use the tip, I'm just using the side. I'm just going to do a tiny bit more because I have like a lot of blue veins underneath my eye. So again, just bouncing it on. Just any concealer, just make sure it's a little lighter than your skin tone, because that's going to make your face really stand out. I'm just going to put powder on my face, and you can also use your Beauty Blender for that. So I am just going to dip the tip of my Beauty Blender inside my Ben Nye Banana Luxury Powder and just pat it over where we just concealed. For the other side, I am just picking up some of the powder on the tip and just packing it on, and it's just going to set the concealer. Alright, so there it is. Gosh. And I'm just going to use this to set everything. And I actually really love the finish this gives. And it makes your makeup last all day. So this is a great powder if you're looking for a new powder, and it's also the same one Kim Kardashian's makeup artist uses. Just a little FYI for you guys. That is it pretty much for foundation and concealer and concealing under my eyes. And I actually really like the way it turned out. I feel like my skin looks really nice and flawless, and it was all from the Beauty Blender. No streaks. That's why I love this thing. It's really, really awesome. I will show you guys my blush and my bronzer just so you can see how everything looks once it's complete. And to contour, I'm just going to be using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer and my MAC 135, and just dip it in there and suck in and just blend it under your cheekbone. And just really like slims out your face. You can also go up on your forehead. And again, just dab it out with your Beauty Blender. I am going to be using Magic Lumi by L'Oreal, and I'm just going to put a little on my finger. This is actually called a primer, but I use it as a highlighter mostly. And I'm just going to put some in a C shape on my cheekbone, like that. So just dab it on, get a little more, and dab it on the other side. This is like a really pretty pearly white color. Even more highlighted. I love highlighter, so I tend to do this. I will take a powder and go right over the liquid. I'm going to take my Revlon Pure Confection Highlighting Face Powder. This was limited edition, and I think it was like trying to copy off the MAC Candy or whatever collection it was. But it's actually really pretty. So I'm just going to get some on my setting brush and just go over where we put the liquid, and it'll really make your face look nice and highlighted. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I do not do like this full out every day, just because, like, one, I'm always in a rush, and two, it is like a really made up look, and I don't always want to look so made up, especially during the daytime. But this is great if you like really do want to look made up, or maybe if you're going out somewhere and you want to look like really concealed and highlighted. So that's what the highlighter looks like. You can see it's just very like glowy. I love highlighter. And just to complete this look, I'm just going to put on my lipstick and my lip gloss. So I'm putting on my favorite MAC Hue. I've talked about this in my favorites video. It's my favorite lipstick. And I'm just going to apply that. Then I'm going to take a lip gloss, which I have not used in like a hot minute, and it is the Chanel 76. I guess it doesn't have a name, but this literally is like butter for your lips. Like when I put it on, it feels amazing. And just to complete this look, I'm just going to put on my lipstick and my lip gloss. So I'm putting on my favorite MAC Hue. I've talked about this in my favorites video. It's my favorite lipstick. And I'm just going to apply that. And the MAC lipsticks smell amazing. I love it. Like the cupcake vanilla smell. Nothing smells as good as these. Then I'm going to take a lip gloss, which I have not used in like a hot minute. Okay guys, so that is my completed look, and I hope you guys learned how to use the Beauty Blender. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you liked this video, and if you learned how to use your Beauty Blender, then please give me a thumbs up. And thank you guys so much for watching. It means so much to me. And thank you for subscribing and watching my videos. So I will talk to you guys later, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!